Yeah, I've said it a bunch of times. Taylor's exploding on Twitch right now, and I'm so happy it's happening to him as a grown-up, right? Like, it might have ruined 16-year-old Taylor. I'm sorry, BlameTruth, say that again.
Oh, I was just gonna say he's been pulling crazy numbers lately. Weren't you like the top 50 subbed or something like that? Top 100 subs?
Someone sent me something with that, but I don't. That seems like propaganda. It's gonna give me an even bigger head. And so I definitely don't need that. But yeah, like the sub situation is out of control. I remember like starting and being like, man, if I could like get to like 500, that's like decent chunk of change right there, and it just stormed past that, and I'm shocked by where it's gotten to. So very, very cool. I'm having a great time on Twitch. It's fun.
What do you stream on Twitch, Jack?
I recently I like the single player games that give me more chance to engage with chat, because I'm ass at multiplayer and nobody wants to watch me suck. So like GTA 5 I played a ton of.
I love GTA 5.
Yeah, I'd never played before. It was great. Red Dead Redemption 2 I'm playing now. And then some of my biggest streams are like I'll just watch 60 Days In and then pause every few minutes and make fun of the people in it.
Does it ever become a problem that like your chat wants to have creative control on you? Like I have a feeling that if the chat had their druthers, you just watch 60 Days In or whatever show they picked every single stream for the rest of your life, riffing on like Mystery Science Theater 3000. I think I have that right.
Mm-hmm. I've definitely seen that, but no, most people they seem pretty cool with whatever. Like people will, like if I say on Twitter, what do people want to watch? Do they want to watch Red Dead, or do they want to watch 60 Days In? Or we just started Beyond Scared Straight on there, which is hilarious. Yes. It is just adults threatening kids with rape for 50 minutes at a time. Yeah, there was this one guy, Kato, and we'll do power rankings for who has the highest power ranking of all the characters in the show. And Kato was this prisoner, white guy, shaved head, goatee, scary looking motherfucker. And I think that I've never seen this show ever in my life, and I think the way it's going to go is like some prisoner's going to sit down and be like, "Hey man, I didn't even used to be in the AB, in the Aryan Brotherhood, but they make you join that in here. They make you become that. Don't become what you aren't. Don't do what I've done." Like I thought it was gonna be like that, but they like some lippy kid comes in, and the guard's like, "Kato, get over here!" Kato just comes storming over, and he goes, "Hey, you look pretty. I bet you look good in a dress. I bet you look real good in a dress. Come with me. Come with me. I'm gonna burn your ass out, put you in a dress, and then guess what? I'm gonna sell you to the guy above me for 15 soups." And this is 10 minutes into episode 1. And I'm like, this is a good ass show. This is a very good show. They like the guards like force some poor like 14-year-old up against the bars, and all the prisoners are like, "Give me your damn shoes." The guy has to take his shoes off. The guard's like, "Give him your shoes. You thought you were a big man? You're gonna not give him his shoes?" And the guy's like taking his shoes off, like his real shoes. And then the prisoner's like, "Oh, these are nice. Ooh, these are like," just stealing his shoes. It's very, very funny. And so yeah, I've been having fun streaming that. But I was talking to Tucker. Tucker gives me a lot of really good advice. Thank you, Tucker, if you're listening. Probably not, but he gives me a lot of good advice. Like I'll DM him and be like, "Hey, can I say retard and call people retarded?" And he's like, "Yeah, that should be fine." I was like, "Hey, can I say this and that?" And he's like, "Definitely not." And then he gives me very good advice. I asked him at one point, I was like, "Hey, I'm getting great numbers doing this 60 Days In. Like, what do you?" Yeah, I think he even addressed it on the show. He's like, "Hey, don't find one thing and then devote yourself to that, and don't become just a React Andy. Like, dip your toe into other stuff. Like, yeah, I know you're bad at games, Taylor, but stuff like Red Dead, stuff like GTA, that lets you still engage with chat. That's really good. And if it's like a dialogue, a story game, you can really riff a lot on that. Like that, it's fun. It's fun.
He's
right. Arthur.
Some of my favorite streamers are probably just known for that game, and if they were ever play anything else, their chats would revolt. And I look at them, I'm like, how are they going to make that transition? How are they going to do that? And it's better to nip it in the bud before, it gets too big. If you used to 17,000 people every time you stream, and then you're down to 700 on some other thing, because that's,
I was kind of scared to play Legend of Zelda on my stream recently, because I was playing Ocarina of Time, and I was kind of scared to do it, because I was like, man, nobody's gonna fucking come out for this, because I'm known for like Call of Duty, Pokemon, and stuff like that. And I I found that if you need to give it more than like one stream to truly gauge, though, because a lot of people will do like one stream. If they don't see the good numbers, they'll never play it again. But I stuck with it, played through the whole game, got pretty good numbers on it. They actually raised as I was playing it. Like at first it was like 90, 100 viewers, and then it went to like 150 or so. So sometimes you just gotta like kind of force a square peg into a round hole.
I did that with Magic the Gathering Arena, and nobody in my chat wants to watch me play Magic the Gathering.
You need to play it by ear too. Yeah,
just pop in and be like, "What the fuck is this?" I'm out of here. Watch 60 Days In, retard, fathead. But, yeah, you gotta just roll with the punches and see what works. You're right.
Yeah.
So and like part of it, and it's gonna sound dumb, but like play almost. Well, I guess it doesn't sound dumb. Play what you're having fun with at the moment. Like, I'm having a real good time playing Red Dead. I like the story. I like, it is a little bit, admittedly, harder to keep up with the story when you're like trying to engage with chat a lot. But I'm having fun with that game. And so even though I only pull like 400 people on Red Dead, compared to my really good 60 Days In streams would get over 1,000. And that you're right. That was disheartening at one point.
That's bullshit, Taylor. Your really good streams get over 2,000. Like, I guess technically 2,000's over 1,000 also, but you're being modest.
well, it's going really, really well. I'm having a real good time. So should have started this years ago. Should have listened to everybody who was
Taylor. It's better to happen as an adult. We just covered this.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Okay. 29-year-old Taylor is going to do better at this than 19-year-old Taylor.
Yeah, that's for sure. I want good things for you, and I don't think it would have been a good thing for you at 21 or something. Like, it's
probably not. And a lot of these people on like YouTube and Twitch and everything, like, they never have a really shitty job as a point of comparison, and so they get used to making what is way better money than the average family in this country, and for the amount of work that like if they had to go work at a genuinely tough job for a day, like they would crumble. Like, they'd be like, "Oh my God, are you kidding? People do this every day. Garbage men make $50,000 a year. Oh my God, this is terrible. Delivery people don't even make that, and they're hauling your heavy shit to the door all day, every day." And I'm not trying to steal valor from people who actually had hard jobs. My shittiest job ever was at a car rental company, working like 60 hours a week, getting berated by people who were mad that we didn't have reservations for them. Like, and that was a terrible job. It sucked. You feel like an absolute retard washing a car, ruining in a suit in a wash bay, ruining your nice leather shoes because there's standing water there, and then you have to come out and you just look like an idiot. But that's nothing compared to most difficult jobs, and I know that. So but at least it was something. It was like, I'm working fucking 50 plus hours a week. I hate it, and I'm bringing home like $30,000 a year. This is awful. Yeah.
If I had offered that version of you $5,000, which is a good estimate, to bark with the dog collar on, you jump at that shit. Like, I get it.
You could have said 500 at the time. I would have done that. Yeah. Yeah.
Can I segue into what I did for money?
Go for it.
Oh, I can't wait. Are you going to tell him about that time?
No, not that time. No, Taylor hosted me after one of his streams, and somebody, well, it was like half the fucking chat were like, BT, are you a Dawn guy? And I'm like, I like Dawn. Yeah, man, Dawn's good. And they're like, if you've got Dawn in your house right now, bring it on stream. So I'm like, all right. And I thought I could have swore I had some, but all I had was Palmolive. So I'm like, guys, I actually don't have Dawn. All I got is Palmolive. And the chat starts going insane. And they're like, dump that shit out.
It's an inferior soap.
It's an inferior soap. Yeah. And like, dump that shit out, dude. Fucking dump it out. And I'm like, I'm not dumping it out. Like, it's like $4 a bottle.
Right.
And then people start donating and gift subbing. And I think it got up to about $50. And I'm like, fine, I'll fucking throw it out. And I tilted my camera over to my trash can over here and just dumped the whole thing out. So I did something like that for 50. So I mean, I'm not.
I've dumped loads for less.
Yeah.
That's 10 bottles of Dawn at least. So there you go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Back on my channel.
I'm sorry.
Back on my channel, I did a few drunk streams on my birthdays, and basically what that would comprise of is I would have like certain tiers of donations, and I would take a drink when someone donated a low amount, little sip, higher amount shots, and
Risky game you were playing.
Yes, the only use me played business model. I know how this game ends.
Really good for 3 years.
Yeah. Both the times I did it, which was 2 consecutive birthdays, I gave someone else control of the stream in advance, because both of them ended with me passing out on stream, with my audience to see. It was quite the sight to be honest.
Was there a face
I
cam?
watched it back. Yeah, face cam. It was face cam.
Okay.
So I watched it back and I watched myself do things that I honestly don't remember. They're all fairly harmless because I'm a fairly nice person when I'm drunk. I'm just more like very complimentary. But yes, it was an interesting business model, which I thought I'd keep up for the rest of my YouTube career. But in hindsight, I try and reserve drinking now for select nights out and appropriate times which aren't related to my YouTube channel, because I think people prefer me making videos when I'm sober. Though honestly, I have got up in the morning a couple times, still kind of drunk, and wrote some scripts, and they're definitely funnier than my average script. I'll tell you that much.